I went to the mall this weekend and got quite a collection of new 4Ks and such. I also lost my wallet. I get out of my car because I dropped my car off at the church because we're having a trivia night there later on that night that I'm attending. So I drop it off at the church. I grab my wallet, which is sitting there in the cup holder. Boop, pick it up, all right? I get out. I walk over to my mom's car. I get in. We're chilling. We go to some Thai place called Thai Rama to eat lunch. I sit down. I get up after eating, obviously. Delicious lunch, by the way. And I go out to the car. We drive half an hour to the mall. I get out of the car, and boom, my wallet is gone. So I don't know if I lost it at Thai Rama, if maybe I dropped it at the church. I thought I had it. We also help homeless people at the church, so it's very possible my wallet got stolen by a homeless person. Well, I got a $10 charge at McDonald's that morning, so at least I can help the homeless, right? We can hope he's a homeless guy. If not, and they're just buying McDonald's, I'm not really happy about all that. But you're not here to hear why I lost my wallet. You're here because my mom bought all these movies and I'm paying her back for them because she is awesome like that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 movies, I'm sorry. Movies from the mall. Actually, one of them's not from the mall. I got 6 from the mall and one of them from... I'll just tell that story in a minute. What did you guys pick up recently? Tell me in the comments. I'm going to sort through these in the order I want to talk about them. We'll do it like this. Oh my goodness, I'm almost dropping them all on the floor. We'll do it like this. We'll talk about them like this. All right. All right, here we go. Start the mall haul. The Running Man. I actually didn't get this one at the mall. I know that might seem like, oh, he's lying. It's clickbait. But no, shut up. I still have the 4K. So my mom works at a senior center, and she wanted me to make a video for the senior center that could go on the news, and she said she would be paying me. So what happened? I showed up one day, and she bought me The Running Man, and she bought me like a couple Dairy Queen gift cards as well. So she didn't pay me in cash. She paid me in material items, which... Love you, Mom. She got me The Running Man. This is a movie that was good. I liked it. It's not as crazy as some Edgar Wright movies can, but I love Glenn Powell. He's really fun in here. It has a lot of really fun, entertaining moments. It gets lost in the middle for me when it starts going down the, oh, America is in shambles, and this movie is just like America in the real world. It goes down that route, and that is completely stupid. But after that, I'm like, you know... It's still fun. And then once we get to the third act on the plane, it was a very controversial third act. A lot of people had problems with it. I did not. I absolutely loved the third act of The Running Man. And so, it's a movie I enjoyed. I have it on 4K if I ever want to revisit it. And then I went to Barnes & Noble, told myself I wasn't buying anything because everything in Barnes & Noble is expensive, and ended up buying 3 movies, so I'm a liar. We got Scream, the first Scream 4K Steelbook. I actually don't have the original Scream on physical media. I do now, but I didn't. Because I don't know why. It's my favorite horror movie of all time, and for some stupid reason, I didn't have it on physical media. Now I do. I have the 4K Steelbook. It's a pretty sick Steelbook. You got the knife. You got Ghostface here. If you're just listening and you can't see. It's very faint letters, but you got Scream down the sides. I love the back here. Do you like scary movies? It's completely awesome. You open it up, you got 4K. The disc art is Drew Barrymore in the beginning of that movie. So it's a pretty awesome steelbook. It's on 4K. Now I can finally check out my favorite horror movie of all time on 4K. Shout out to my mother. She's like, hey, they have this. And I completely didn't see it. And so that was like an impulse purchase. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying that. I don't really care. And then the only place that sells these special A24 Blu-ray type movies is Barnes & Noble. And I never had any. And I was like, you know what? I want some. So I bought 2 2025 releases that I didn't check out. First one, Friendship. I still haven't seen Friendship. I've said it numerous times on the channel. I'm not the biggest fan of comedy movies. They're just really not my forte. But Friendship is one I'm very interested in. Number one, I've heard it gets absolutely insane in the back half. Number two, when I watch comedy, I want to watch like a comedy routine. And Tim Robinson has some of the best comedy routines and comedy skits. I also love Paul Rudd. I don't know basically anything about this movie. I've heard it gets absolutely insane in the end. And Tim Robinson is a lot of fun. I also really like this disc, or I really like the cover art. I really, really like the vibe that A24 brings to these type of cases. Especially, like, look at this. This is pretty cool. You got that, and then you got that here in the back half. And I don't know what any of that means because I obviously haven't seen the movie. But it's also... What is this? What is this? I didn't even know these had that. It just kind of popped out of nowhere. Got... Oh, wow. Holy cow. Oh! Oh! Okay. They're art from the movie. Okay, that's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm going to go through these later. I didn't know that. I just thought I got like 10 things that said friendship on them, and I was like, what's happening? But no, it's art from the movie. That's really cool. Again, proving why these A24 copies, or these A24 physical media movies are definitely worth it. I've heard so many great things about them, and I'm so glad I finally got to get one. As I'm struggling to put it in here, I clearly am stupid and don't know how to... There we go. Figured it out. The other A24 one I got, the Smashing Machine. I did get the 4K one, I believe. I could have gotten the Blu-ray for $3 cheaper or gotten the 4K. I got the 4K. I chose the 4K. Smashing Machine was a movie I really wanted to see. I was really anticipating. It came at a time where I was feeling a little bit down. I didn't really want to head to the theater that week. I just kind of wanted to relax, and so I kind of missed it in theaters. Still haven't checked it out, but now I have it on 4K. One thing that I love about this movie is every time I went to the theater and they played the trailer, you look at Dwayne Johnson, and I'm with my dad, and he was like, is that The Rock? I'm like, yeah, that's The Rock. They did really good with the makeup. Also, there's this clip going around social media that's really funny. Not really funny, but really funny as, like, what people are saying about it. It's where Emily Blunt, like, holds a pew-pew, saying pew-pew because I don't want to get demonetized, to her head. Very curious the direction that movie goes, but I've been interested in this movie for a long time. Do I think it's going to be as good as the other Safdie brother movie, Marty Supreme? Absolutely not. But, yeah, there's 2 A24 movies for me to check out. And then I went to Vstock. They're doing a buy 2, get 1 free on used movies. So I got 3 used movies. Let's start with Jaws. You already saw Jaws because I'm stupid and I already showed the camera. We got Jaws, a movie that I wasn't the biggest fan of until I got to see it in theaters in August, I believe, is when I saw it in theaters. And I believe I have a review on the channel. If not, I am dumb. But we have Jaws 50th Anniversary Edition on 4K. I really enjoyed it in theaters. Again, knowing that Spielberg does Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, and Jaws as like a 1-2-3 punch might make him the greatest filmmaker of all time. It's a movie with great characters. The shark action is awesome. It's a very cool looking shark. So I'm glad I have it on 4K because I've actually been feeling the vibe to rewatch it. It's gonna be the movie I watch on July 4th every year now. And so, yeah, I got Jaws. The second movie I got, Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm going to make a terrible joke here. Experience the full Live Aid movie performance. Get it? Aid. Do you get the joke? Because the lead singer, Freddie Mercury, died of AIDS. Anyways, Bohemian Rhapsody is a movie I've been looking forward to watching for a long time that I haven't checked out. I absolutely adore Queen. I grew up loving their music. They're still an absolute banger of a band, and I always enjoy their music. So I've always loved them. But there was a lot of controversy with this movie. I believe Rami Malek did win Best Actor for portraying Freddie Mercury. And it's like one of those that you mention it to somebody and they just don't like it. Like you're going to get an earful of why they hate it. So there's been so much controversy surrounding this movie. And, like, when it released, I think 2018, that was, 8 years ago? So I was, 12 years old. My parents didn't let me watch the movie, even though I was a big fan of Queen. Understandable, because, But, I was still really wanting to check it out. And I just still haven't checked it out after all these years. And with the Michael Jackson movie coming out, I think it might be the perfect time to start watching some musical biopics. And I picked up Bohemian Rhapsody on 4K because I'm finally going to check it out. But I'm very curious to know the controversy that a lot of people have with the movie. And then our last movie that we are going to be talking about today, Predator Badlands on 4K. I finally picked it up. The best Predator movie by a long shot for me. I absolutely love this movie. It's just one of those movies that's just pure entertainment. Like, it's not trying to be the greatest movie of all time. It's not trying to be, this big, emotional, sweeping story. It's just a Predator, Elle Fanning, interacting, big, ginormous action sequences. It is very fast-paced throughout the entire movie. It's got some fantastic action. The visual effects are awesome. The violence is cool. It feels like the MCU version of Predator Badlands, or of the Predator franchise. And I mean that as like 110% a compliment. Like, it's like the entertaining version of what any of these movies can be. It is very entertaining. I'm very excited to pop this in the 4K player and just sit down, be entertained for about 2 hours. I saw it in theaters twice. It rushed through each time. I wanted to see it third time in theaters, but I didn't. But this, by far, for me, is the best Predator film. And now I have it in glorious 4K. Alright. I'm going to pick these up because I'm about to pose for a thumbnail picture. There's a good enough thumbnail picture, right? Alright, so that was my recent mall haul. I got, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did it again. Movies that I'm going to be putting on my shelf here in like 2 seconds. So thank you guys for clicking on this video. Tell me in the comments, what are some recent movies you picked up? Coming soon, we got the March movies ranking. That is something that's coming very soon. Actually, tomorrow, most likely, because I'm going to sit down here before too long and watch Mike and Nick and Alice, which I'm very much anticipating. So stay tuned for that video, and with that said, subscribe.